Right, let's see if I can add you, Glozell. Here we go. Hey!
Ah, is you okay?
How are you?
Good. Oh,
Thank
how are
you.
you? Yeah, I was thinking, get my weave right. There we go. There we go.
Mine's good, mine's good. Oh, wow. Everyone is just signing in. Wow.
Hey!
Hey, everyone.
I'm trying to read everybody. Hey, oh my gosh, I was first. Hi, Glozell, Kiki. Oh, hello, everybody.
Wow. Hi, everybody from London.
Oh, cheerio from over the pond.
So where are you filming from? Where are you at the moment?
I'm in LA, Los
Oh,
Angeles.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So how are you feeling? How are you?
How am I? You know what? Right now, I'm feeling pretty good because there's so much craziness going on in the world, and I'm still here. Yeah,
I have a feeling I'm going to be laughing throughout this whole interview. But I just want to say thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to interview you on such an important topic.
Oh, thank you. No problem at all. It is a very important subject.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's very important, so thank you.
And everybody's so nice. I'm looking at the comments. Yay.
I know, wow.
Stay over there. Yes. I thought I would try to manage.
So, Glozell, is this the first time you've ever spoken about mental health, or have you spoken about it before?
I think this is the first time that I've spoken about mental health in public.
Oh, wow. So I'm grateful.
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
People talk about it behind closed doors, like, oh, you know, so-and-so, and oh, this happened, and da-da-da, but never in social studies. No, never public, no.
Oh, wow. So thank you. Thank you for letting me be the first person. So what's made you want to speak about it publicly now, then?
Well, mental health issues is something that, I mean, I don't know if you even know what's going on in the United States, but there's so much going on, and it affects everybody. Yeah. And it's not something that's just for adults. It's also affecting the youth. Mental health issues are coming up younger and younger and younger, whether it's because of so much social media, you have access to see tragedies and things that happen so quickly, or genetic, or food, environment, whatever the reasons it is happening. And now is the time that everyone needs to not be ashamed and talk about it.
Yeah, definitely. And especially with what's going on in the US as well, it's like people are exposed to so much, and it can be very emotional provoking. It can really affect their mental well-being at such a young age as well. So it's so important to have these conversations and to just normalize mental health, because we all have mental health. And
yes, we all do. Yes, every day, because I mean, I would say you have to stay on top of your mind, but that's not always easy, because it's like pressures from other places, and then all of a sudden you can't find I couldn't find a parking spot yesterday. I'm like, this is it. This is the time where they're gonna find me lying in the street, because I'm about to lose my mind right now. Because but I'm like, it can't be just a parking spot. There's other things going on. So you know, it's those little things that just start to add up that make you just meditate, or whatever you need to do. Call a friend. Whatever it is you do, so you can come back to yourself.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll touch on that a bit later. But in the US then, so do you think that enough is being done to help support individuals with mental health?
Definitely not. But I'm not sure if that's because a lot of people don't seek help.
Okay, right, yeah.
That could be an issue, because one, people might not realize they need it, and two, embarrassed, or embarrassed to ask for help, and also embarrassed that people know that you need help.
Yeah, exactly. And what would you say in relation to the culture, so the Black culture? Do you feel that in America people are maybe embarrassed to seek help, or to actually say that they need help?
Well, Black people don't have mental health. They just need to talk to the Lord. That's the end of the discussion.
Yeah, I know.
and ta-da!
Mm-hmm.
Marriages are fine, businesses are fine, everything is fine. That's all you need to do. You're just like, well, God does help there, and help groups and anything that you need to do to help lift your spirits. But for the most part, Black people, we just don't.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it's like in the UK here. So that's why I kind of
really?
started the platform to kind of help normalize these conversations. So people who maybe feel afraid to speak out can watch my interviews and think, oh, wow, this person spoke out. So giving them a bit of confidence to also think, you know what, if they can do it, I can do it too. And I feel like that's what we need around the world. Just everyone just talking about it and just seeking help.
100%, 100%, because a lot of people, they hide it. And plus, when you're on social media or you're looking at social media, you're like, oh, I want to be like them. Their life is so happy, and but you're only seeing a picture or a 15-second video. That's not all of their life, and you don't know what is going on.
Exactly.
Like literally right now, I'm supposed to be doing this audition, and I'm like, I can't get it. I'm like, and you try not to the sunken place, which is really easy to do, where you're just like, why am I even auditioning? This is not my part. I don't even know what I'm doing. Why am I? And then you just go, and then, you have to stop and try to retrieve and not lower and lower and lower and lower. But and some people go too low and they go too far and they go too often. Everybody is sad, but you have to not do it. Yeah, have some place soft to land, so to speak. Whether it's meditation or play your songs or call that friend, that doctor, or the medicine that you need to take, along with prayer. Where I'm saying that just saying that alone, that's not enough.
So speaking on the social media, then, do you feel that social media has an impact on people's mental health?
It does. Now, it impacts people's mental health in a healthy way. Depends on what you're watching. But for the most part, when there was just newspapers, by the time you found out about a tragedy, they've already, we've gotten the suspect, or we're case. But now you're watching the chase.
So you're watching it in the moment, live, right?
You're in the moment live. Well, that was there's another one that's already started. So now you're part. Oh my gosh! Did you see? Now you're part of that dialogue where you always.
Oh wow!
And
so you're exposed to so much every day. Everything's a new thing, basically.
Yes.
Wow!
Every day, all the time, and you know about it. Everybody was like, oh, I read about this. Did you hear about it? And I got to pick up the phone and call. No, everybody's in mass hysteria about whatever's going on at the moment.
And it's like, if they don't know about it, they'll find out about it on social media or through a friend
and you have nowhere else to go. You're like, okay, well, let me go to Facebook. Well, now they're talking about it. Let me go to Twitter. Well, there's another shooting happened over here. Well, let me go to, this is where it's, so everywhere you go, and then like, oh, the total is 5 people, 10 people, 20. And, this is what you look at before you go to work, before you go to school. Now it's just
conditioning your mind. Like, first thing, condition, boom, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. And it's going to automatically put you in a mood that may be negative and may be upsetting for your day if you're hearing so much things going on, especially with what's going on in the US. It's so traumatic and just so emotional, provoking, and just so hard to deal with. Like, people are so strong, and it's the strength that we need to kind of continue and need to kind of build within people. So
yes, when I was growing up, the dead bodies. They didn't show guns being pulled. They didn't show people laying on the ground. Now it's flashed everywhere.
Now they're just showing everything.
And people who are there on site have cameras, and they're posting it. So it's a bit much. It's a lot, and you can't get away from it because everybody has a phone. Like, even if you can't watch it at your house, when you go outside, someone's talking about it out. It's everywhere. So you have to have your own place where you can shut all that shut. But like I said, there's also meditation, guided meditations, other things that are positive, and sites like mine, my YouTube, where it's just silly and fun. Like you need to go and find a place where, you know, and they're like, oh, don't make no sense, you know. So
definitely. Laughing is good for the soul. Laughing makes everyone happy.
Right. Laughter is, a universal language. Everybody understands.
Can we get some love hearts and some funny faces? All laugh. But yeah, no, definitely.
Definitely. So just walk around like this, the everybody's gonna laugh.
Oh my God, wow. So let's get a bit deeper and kind of talk about your experience. So in relation to mental health, have you ever struggled with your mental health? And if so, what struggles have you encountered?
Well, I have not gone to a therapist per se, but I definitely need to. There's like two teams when you feel like your finances, like things are fine, and when finances are not where they're supposed to be, then oh my God, everything's a struggle. Everything's like from gas in the car and a door to classes to okay, your bill, and then just 2 days ago something fell off somebody's truck and hit my car, and okay, fine. Oh, it's not under warranty, and then you call your insurance, and now your insurance goes up. So you have to start your day as high as you can because you don't know what's going to happen. And it can bring you really, really low if you already started.
So how do you, in regards to your day then, do you have any tips, or how do you start your day feeling on a high or feeling just a bit the right frame of mind?
I listen to Abraham Hicks. Abraham Hicks, they're the law of attraction. And of course, that's what I enjoy doing. And there's a guided meditation that Abraham Hicks does, and it's Louise Hay and those type of people. I would listen to The Secret, and of course, there's always my gospel music, Bible verses, those kind of things that I feel coincide with each other. You believe it. Have faith. And get done, set goals and do your best to do that, because there's ups and downs throughout every day.
Definitely.
And speaking on faith, armor of God.
Speaking on faith, do you feel that the churches are doing enough to support individuals with mental health, or even just generally talking about mental health and just raising awareness? Do you think that's done in churches, or do you think
no, I don't think it's done in churches. No, and I don't know if the churches, if that's their, I don't want the business is not a word, if that's their, that's not what they do, I guess. So no, hospitals, they're not therapists. But they can coincide along with the therapist of what you're learning in your group sessions. But no, they don't do that, and that shouldn't be your only place. No, I would put all the responsibility on the church.
Definitely.
Because I don't think they're qualified to do that. They're not qualified to. You have somebody that's mentally unstable. I mean, you might not be qualified to just hold hands and pray that that's going to do it. So how to reach them?
Oh wow, yeah, that's so true. That is so true.
And maybe they need to know that hey, we need backup. We're not qualified to do this when there's some serious mental issues going on. No, it's not the reverend, the pastor only.
Yeah, definitely. Because I've heard a lot of stories of people going to church and thinking that they can go to church and kind of be healed, and then if they're not healed, then the problem's still there, and what do they do?
No, that's something to go along with whatever you're working on. If you truly have serious depression, where just because church is like 2 hours on Sunday.
Yeah, exactly.
Your depression is every day. if you're depressed, that's 24 hours every day. So no, the 2 hours of church where you're covering a lot of issues with a lot of people, no, that's not enough. And no, it's not.
Definitely. So then what would you say to someone who maybe is struggling or sometimes doesn't know how to find that balance? So negative things can happen to them and they just stay in that negative mindset and find it really difficult to come to that balance and feel a bit happy within themselves or find that happy place.
But someone like me who didn't think they could be low, you know, I'm like, you have to make sure that when you're happy, to be as happy as you can, because there are going to be some low days. So if you are feeling low and you're feeling stuck, then you need to start with what will make me feel better. How can just start writing that down. It's the same things when I say affirmations. So
I think it's loading. I think I've lost you. Are you back? Are you back? The network. Hold on. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Oh wait, hold on. I can't hear you. What do we do? Okay, all right, what we're gonna do now? Okay, Glozell, I'm gonna call you back because I can't hear. I think the connection. So let me call you back now. I'm gonna call you back right now. Oh, good. Hey,
there we go.
Sorry about that. I couldn't hear you.
Okay, yes. Can you hear me now?
Hear you now.
Good.
So where do we need? Yeah.
So if you low and you don't know where to go to, you know, one thing is I always say, oh, the recording starts in my head, that negative recording. So you need to have a positive recording. And whether it's like, okay, just even if it's just thank you, or I love you, just say that to yourself until you can get to what I say, to a safe place when you're not so low. Because it happens. It happens, and you just can't do anything crazy when you're in that low spot, because sometimes it's triggered by a spouse, or it's triggered by your kids, or it's triggered by work, or that person cut you off and you're like, you know what, that is the last straw. I'm just trying to get someplace, and why are you doing this? But it's all inside, you know. The goal is not to let anybody trigger you.
Definitely.
Into being, so that's hard when there's so much going on all the time, and you're being bombarded with negative. So you need to make sure that you get bombarded with positive. And you have to do that yourself. The media is not going to do that.
Oh, 100%. The media is not there to be positive and to, you know, give you that positive news you're looking for. So you need to find it somewhere else. Definitely.
Yes. And I know people want to feel like they're informed. They want to know what's going on in the world, but you can only take so much. Yeah.
And by the time you've taken so much, it's like it's already affected you in such a negative way. So now
yeah, you can't listen to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday something negative. You know, once you're gonna snap. It's gonna snap.
Definitely.
So it's like, so get your help if you low and you can't bounce back. You know, when you just stay there.
Definitely. And Glozell, you are amazing. You are the queen of YouTube. You are hilarious. You're so inspirational.
Thank you.
How
Thank
did
you, and I hope that I've helped people come out of their sadness, and I watch people too. Like, you're helping me today. I'm like, yeah, it's so nice to talk to you.
Yeah,
That's so great, and she's so cute with her accent.
oh.
I love it.
Thank you. But yeah, you're so amazing. You're so inspirational. For someone who looks up to you as an inspiration and a role model, what would you say to them if they are maybe, if they want to become big within the YouTube world or big within the comedy world, and they may not be reaching their limits yet or really getting there yet? What would you say to them to kind of keep sane?
I would say, yes. It's that saying, I think I can, because eventually, if you keep going, you're gonna hit your goal. Now, I'm still reaching goals, and I've been on the internet for I've been on 10 years. So don't think that, overnight success happens overnight. So you put in your piano lessons, your singing, whatever. You start your videos now, because the video that hit is never the one that you think is going to hit. But it might be next week. It might be next year. You might have a hit today, and then the next one doesn't come 4 or 5 years from now, and that's fine too. You keep posting. And for me, I do my best to post positive, because I want any celebrity that I talk about, that they're like, Glozell said something about me. That's great. As opposed to, oh man, because people, are humans, and that's not my comedy. I like to be positive, and it's really worked out for me. 2 weeks ago, Kevin Hart was like, "Oh, why don't you come and interview me for this movie that I'm in?" Now, I've known him for about 17 years, so that's the long game. But hey, I'm happy that he remembered, and he also said, what goes around comes. Sometimes it takes a while to know who's positive always, who's not going to backstab you, who's still in the game. Like, people still know who I am. And I've never dogged him or anybody else. So it's like, on my team. So
no, definitely. And it's all about, like you said, it's all about your vibe. Your vibe will attract your tribe. So you've got that vibe. So you're going to attract people along the way with that vibe. Like, Glozell, let me interview you. Glozell.
That's true, because sometimes you're not going to be the one that's feeling that positive, and the people around you that's in your tribe, they might be the one like, hey, come on, let's get back with it. Let's do this. We can, and that's better than the ones like, oh yeah, you can't do that. I knew it. So when you're down, you don't need somebody else to help you be down. You can be bad by yourself.
Exactly.
So that's why you do need your tribe, and you do that for them also.
Exactly.
So YouTubers, you want to be a YouTuber? Start posting about things that you like. Start posting about things that you enjoy, and then someone else is going to be like, I enjoy that, and that's how your fan base will start. And start. I want to start a YouTube channel. You're down or stop the comments or whatever you want to do. So start posting. You'll see, and you'll find your rhythm.
Exactly. Yeah, that's amazing. That is so amazing. And how was it interviewing Kevin Hart? How did you find that yourself?
Well, speaking to him is easy, because he makes it fun, and he's done so many interviews. So you have to, like, okay, get in there, because he'll answer forever and ever and ever. And you're like, okay, now I need to switch the subject or get in there. And he doesn't mind that. And he also likes to include everybody. He's not just a solo me person, which makes it easy. Which reminds me of former President Barack Obama, who I also interviewed. So I found them two to be similar in that aspect.
Oh, wow.
When you're thinking like, oh, you're so big, you're so mighty, but yet you're present. Like, I felt like, okay, he's talking to me, and not just answering a question. So, and he's very busy. Kevin Hart is very busy, and of course, former President Barack Obama is very busy. Well, when it was time for the interview, they were present, and I appreciate that.
Definitely, that's amazing, and that's so inspiring. Even for me, like when we spoke about interviewing, you accepted, I was like, oh my god, wow! Like, let me, be calm, be collective, and just go with it. And everyone was so excited, and just like, oh, so amazing.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And I hope to meet you in person.
Yes.
Are you in London? Where are you?
So I'm in London.
Yes, okay. I've been to London a few times and I love it. So
oh, have you? Where have you been in London? There.
Well, you know, I do all the tourist things. I've done all that, and you've gone to the wax museums, and you've gone to Buckingham Palace. You've done things. Now I've got to see my girl. She's over there. Like, oh, y'all got one of us over there.
Yeah, she's
royalty.
Yeah, and Meghan is doing amazing things, especially for mental health as well. She is, her and Harry.
Really?
Yeah, they're doing amazing things for mental health. So hopefully they see this, they see this interview, and they know that we've done this. But yeah, they're doing amazing things.
Everybody, let them know. Let the royal family know what's going on. Their health is very important. And obviously, I mean, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. Get your help. It's good. We can all help each other.
Yes, definitely. Come together as a community and just show love. Definitely.
And show love. And support those who are seeking help. Don't shame them.
So thank you.